It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Anytime anyone...
First play, Watson to the air. Oh, and that is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 78 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
To throw on second is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Daniels. Hard throw, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game. And while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded at the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 6 catches, 63 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Some strong running at the 20. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that one too wide and incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Off play action. Daniels.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Byron Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards to pick up there.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Daniels looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And, you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it because...
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Watson.
This complete to David Bell.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7.
Now Watson. He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Dak Prescott, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Raiders seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jalen Hurts leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one obviously not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Washington,
they're on a nice